This is the third and final lesson to becoming happy, and I'll be honest with you, it is a brutal one. You see, during my depressive period in 2022, I didn't realize at the time, but looking back on it now, like, the entire time, I was just waiting for someone to come and save me. Someone to take me back to the way that things were before. Someone who's gonna make something okay magically. I don't fucking know. But you know what's crazy about that? The entire time, bro, I had people trying to help me. I had people trying to save me. You know, I had family who would contact me all the time. I had friends, like I said in the previous video, I had friends who would literally drive 20 miles just to come and see me and check up on me. I had a girlfriend who was with me every single day, who was by my side, supporting me to become the man who she first met. And the reason why I say this is to show you that if I could have been saved, I would have. If someone could have saved me, I would have been saved. Just imagine going through a tough period and you have that level of support. And that brings me to my point. You see, I don't know when or why this happened, but at some moment during 2022, I just had this epiphany that no one can save me. No one is capable. Despite people desperately wanting to save me, no one is physically capable of doing so. And the only person that can save me is myself. No one else is remotely capable of. All they can do is support you and sort of guide you, but the only one who can do the fighting is yourself. And if you refuse to take accountability and save yourself, you know what? At some point, there will be nothing left to save. And this is how you save yourself. You see, I want you to understand something. Now, this is going to sound very weird when you first hear this, but I just want you to bear with me. There are two versions of you, all right? There is one version of you, which I call the real you, the real Saadat. This version of you has morals, principles, and ethics, all of which that you hold. He is a perfect symbol of your potential if you achieve it, and it is a beautiful, beautiful sight. And then there is the other version of you, who I call the imposter. And the reason why I call him that is because he looks like you. And you know what? He will make you even feel like you are yourself, but you are not yourself. Because he does not stand for your morals, principles, and ethics, all the things that make you you. He does not stand for your previous self, and he definitely does not stand for your potential, nowhere near it. And the longer that he is in control, the more time slips by, the more of your life force that is drained, and this time and life force you never get back. And that is what's so dangerous about the imposter. And what's very important for you to understand about the real version of you, the real Saadat, and the imposter version of Saadat, is that these two cannot coexist. It's either the real one or the imposter in control, never at the same time. So for the real one to survive, the imposter must die. And the only way for you to kill the imposter is by putting him through fucking fire. The only way to get rid of him is to fucking punish him. You see, my imposter had no ambition, no motivation, no discipline, and was the laziest little shit on planet Earth, bro. So after learning this, what I did is I got a job at the busiest restaurant in the second busiest airport in Europe, bro. Like shit, you know, bro, the busiest restaurant in the second busiest airport in Europe. And I do 12-hour shifts. I shit you not, 12-hour shifts, 4 days a week with only half an hour as a break each shift. And you know what? It was brutal. It was hard. And I did that amongst going gym 5-6 days a week, doing all the things of which my imposter hated. I put him into an environment of which he cannot physically survive. And sure enough, after doing this for several months, I felt this zest in my life again. You see, my ambition came back. My motivation for doing things came back. And of course, you know, with all the fucking hard work that I did, my discipline was just stronger than it ever had been before. And you know what? My imposter loved laziness. He thrived off of laziness. There's a very good chance that your imposter did so too. By the way, when I say my imposter was lazy as shit, I used to quite literally, on a regular basis, I used to play video games up until 9 a.m. and then go sleep. Bro, I'm not even joking. I would literally be playing video games and the birds would I'd literally hear the birds chirping outside. And you know, actually, fuck that. Bro, the birds were silent because they already finished chirping, and then I'd go to sleep. So that's just so you have an idea how extreme my situation was and how extreme my imposter was. So if you sound anything like me, in terms of laziness, you can probably do the exact same thing. Now, there's a very important note to this lesson, and it is that your true self, the real version of Saadat, isn't perfect. You know, he might enjoy a shitty Netflix show with his girlfriend. He might enjoy, hanging out or playing video games with his best friends, He might enjoy these little sort of like degenerate moments. But the main difference between the real Saadat and the imposter is that he does not indulge in these things. And more importantly, the real Saadat lives his life in a way that he is moving closer and closer to his potential every single day. Whereas the imposter, on the other hand, is like this empty husk of a man who has no ambition, no purpose, no direction. And his days, weeks, and months just sort of like squished together into this one big fog where you can't even discern what the fuck happened during that time. So if what I just described sounds a bit like you, then there's a chance that maybe the imposter is more in control of your life right now than the real version of you. And I'll tell you right now, you cannot afford to waste your life living with no ambition, motivation, or purpose, because that would be a real fucking shame to waste time that you'll never get back that way. So this lesson is so important to take in. No one can save you. Only you can save yourself, and more importantly, only the real version of you can save yourself. And that's it for me today, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.